Hello again, and thank you for watching another one of our videos. This week, we want to address a topic that we've gotten some questions about. It's important to us that we remain honest and transparent during normal times, and especially during unique times. 2020 definitely is a unique time. You've likely heard on the news, social media, or even from friends, that the federal government has issued large amounts of money to assist individuals, local and state governments, small businesses, and a few specific industries that have been hard hit by the pandemic. Nursing homes and other healthcare providers, including Quality Life Services, are included in that. There have been multiple rounds of stimulus dollars distributed. The criteria and the amounts have varied greatly with each round, but in total, Quality Life Services has received a rather significant amount, and for that, we are very grateful. These payments do come with detailed strings attached for how it must be used, documented, and audited. Failure to follow these rules will result in money being returned to the government. So here are just a few of those rules. Some money can be used for lost revenue and extra expenses related to COVID. Some money is specific to increased testing costs. Some money must be used by the specific facility that received it. Some money can be used wherever it is most needed throughout the Quality Life Services network. Some money must be used before the end of the year, and some money must last us through the end of the pandemic.
Needless to say, all of the various and changing rules are keeping the QLS accounting team incredibly busy, because the money QLS has received is subject to outside audits to determine if we've met all the rules and have the documentation to prove it. But we're guessing what's important to all of you is how is Quality Life Services using the stimulus funds? Well, it's being used in a number of ways. First, it's being used to purchase the extraordinary amount of personal protective equipment that we're using and to dispose of all the resulting medical waste. It's being used to create and maintain PPE reserves here at the Butler office to ensure immediate availability of PPE to any of the QLS locations 24/7. It's being used to cover the cost of all the testing that is being done. And as positivity rates rise, that testing becomes more frequent. It's being used to pay COVID team pay for those working in a red zone and 2/3 pay for those under quarantine due to a universal testing or a widespread facility outbreak. It's being used to pay for the significant increase in temporary staffing agency personnel who are needed to fill shifts and to help cover call-offs for those due to COVID. It's being used to pay for the rising payroll expenses due to overtime and bonuses required to cover all the various open shifts and positions. It's being used to purchase additional cleaning supplies, services, and equipment, as well as the barrier walls to support infection control practices at each location. And it's being used to help cover the significant loss in income in locations where the census is dropped in order to prevent layoffs that might otherwise be necessary. As you can see, we are exceedingly grateful that these funds have been available because we can't fathom how QLS could survive the challenges of the pandemic without them. Although we understand and share your desire for these funds to be used for general pay rate increases, it would neither meet the funding guidelines nor would it be sustainable when those funds run out. The only real solution is for the state and federal government to provide the adequate and ongoing funds needed then that our residents and patients and caregivers deserve. That continues to be our message and our fight in both Harrisburg and Washington, D.C.
We commit to open, honest, and transparent communication with you on this issue and others. We hope that this message answered some questions that you had and perhaps sparked a few more. If so, feel free to submit them for future videos. Thank you for all that you do. Take care, be safe, and God bless.